When considering the pursuit of a more serene, uncomplicated, and tranquil existence, it's evident that this is a desire shared by many. However, discerning the path to achieving such a lifestyle is not always straightforward, particularly in the hustle and bustle of modern society. We often awaken to the frenetic pace of our daily lives, transitioning swiftly from one obligation to the next, leaving little room for moments of tranquility. Personally, I once grappled with frequent feelings of fatigue and stress, prompting me to contemplate adjustments that could restore a sense of equilibrium and calmness to my life. While this journey was not without its challenges, I discovered that implementing minor alterations to my daily routines collectively contributed to a more peaceful existence. Today, I aim to impart some such adjustments that have proven beneficial to me. Undoubtedly, each of us navigates life through unique circumstances, meaning that not all suggestions may resonate with everyone or be practically feasible. Therefore, I encourage you to selectively adopt changes that align with your individual circumstances and aspirations, fostering a lifestyle that is both attainable and fulfilling. Of course, I enjoy having a clean and organized space, but the reality is, when it comes to your home, the work is never really finished. There's always something that needs to be cleaned. Just as we finish scrubbing the bathroom, the kitchen demands attention. And once the kitchen is sparkling, it's time to mop the floors. Honestly, cleaning isn't something I find enjoyable. It feels like an endless cycle. However, because I had this unrealistic expectation that my house should always be spotless, I ended up putting a lot of unnecessary stress on myself. While our house generally looks tidy because of the decluttering we've done, it's not always immaculate upon closer inspection. A few years ago, I decided to let go of the idea of having a perfectly clean house all the time. Now, I aim for a 3 or 4 star rating out of 5, and it's made my life much calmer, less stressful, and simpler. Here's a little trick that has worked wonders for me: always arriving early, at least 30 minutes ahead of schedule. And if I can manage it and have the time, I'll aim for an hour early. This simple adjustment has significantly reduced stress in my life. If you find yourself in traffic or running late, or like me, missing the bus or train, you won't need to panic because you know you'll still be on time. Instead of rushing from one thing to the next, by arriving early, you create a buffer zone of 30 minutes to unwind and distress. Plus, it gives me a chance to calmly prepare for my commute. I'll bring along my e-reader for some reading, or I'll treat myself to a cup of tea if I'm meeting someone at a cafe. It allows me to relax before a meeting or social event. I can even take a moment for myself, whether it's a quick bathroom break or checking if I have any food stuck in my teeth. I've made comfort a priority in my life, and while it may seem like a small change, its impact has been significant. To me, prioritizing comfort is an act of self-care, a way of valuing my own well-being. This extends not only to my clothing, shoes, and accessories, but also to how I approach various activities. For instance, when we have an event in another city, instead of exhausting myself by spending the entire day there and rushing to catch a late-night train back, I now opt for a hotel room near the venue. This allows me to take my time getting ready in the morning and arriving in the afternoon. Granted, this approach may be more costly, resulting in fewer occurrences, but it ensures that I avoid feeling completely drained for days afterward. Overall, this shift has made the entire experience simpler, more peaceful, and frankly, more manageable for me. Working from home definitely makes this a lot easier to do. But even when I was still working in an office and had to get up really early for my commute, I always took a little bit of time to slowly enjoy my breakfast and have a cup of tea before doing anything else. Now that my schedule is more flexible, for which I'm very grateful, I have the chance to drink 1 or 2 cups of tea together with my boyfriend in the morning, slowly waking up and discussing the day. Usually, we will drink Japanese green tea, which is my favorite way of starting the day. It gives me a nice little energy boost and boosts my mood as well, without being as jolting as coffee can sometimes be for me. So, this morning ritual is one of my favorite moments of the day. It helps me to start my day more slowly and mindfully, without the distractions of phones, screens, news, emails, or anything else. Instead of beginning the day stressed and rushed, I begin it with a sense of calm and intention. Another aspect that greatly enhances my life with a sense of simplicity, tranquility, and even serenity is engaging in hobbies that don't revolve around screens. Despite the allure of digital illustrations, I prioritize real-world experiences, finding it crucial to detach from screens. Personally, I indulge in reading, yoga, nature walks, and cooking. What about you? Share your screen-free passions in the comments. Remember, embracing activities devoid of screens can improve posture, mood, energy levels, and various other aspects of well-being. One deliberate shift I embraced to invite more simplicity and serenity into my life involves the practice of mindful cooking and eating, free from distractions. Amidst the hustle of daily life, where we're compelled to dine multiple times a day, I consciously repurpose these moments as opportunities for tranquility and deep appreciation of my meals. It's worth noting that this doesn't necessitate solitude or absolute silence. Oftentimes, I share these moments with my partner, our shared workspace allowing for joint meals. Perhaps like many, you find mealtimes to be chaotic rather than calm. Yet my focus isn't solely on achieving peace or silence. It's about preserving the sanctity of these moments, free from unnecessary distractions like streaming shows or tuning into podcasts. Remarkably, this mindful approach has extended beyond mere enjoyment, influencing even my satiety levels post-meal. Indeed, the difference is palpable. Thus, this seemingly small adjustment has proven instrumental in curbing unnecessary snacking as well. Previously, I have addressed this issue. Ever since my periods of stress and exhaustion, I have learned to manage my schedule meticulously like a hawk. I always strive to ensure that I do not overload myself by scheduling too many tasks. So what I do first is, I pull out my calendar and plan my work because obviously that is essential. Then, I look for moments where I can schedule an activity, like going out, meeting friends, playing tennis, or attending a birthday party, similar activities, and which moments I want to keep completely free. This allows me time to be alone and rest between activities throughout my week. And if I can't do both, I usually prioritize having free time, relaxation time, over scheduling tasks. Sometimes this may seem dull, I admit, but I know that if I overwhelm myself, I will encounter problems. So I simply refrain from doing so. I've discovered that if we desire life and the world to ease its frantic pace and embrace a slower rhythm, the initial step lies in calming our own minds. And what better tools for this task than mindfulness and meditation? Explaining this concisely is a challenge as it could easily warrant its own video. However, I've come to understand that life isn't inherently fast-paced or bustling. It simply exists. Much of how we perceive life and the world stems from our own thoughts, as we tend to project our experiences onto our surroundings. Hence, if we seek a calmer, more tranquil existence, the journey begins by cultivating peace within our own minds. Therefore, I incorporate mindfulness into my daily routine through various activities and exercises. Additionally, I make it a point to meditate for at least 15 minutes each day. While it's not always a seamless process, it usually yields positive results. I've noticed a significant difference in how I perceive and experience my day-to-day life. And lastly, what I'd like to share is to consider traveling for healing. Traveling for healing is an effective way to reduce stress and recharge. Stepping out of your daily environment opens up opportunities to explore new places, experience different cultures, and appreciate the diversity of the world. Each journey is a chance to immerse yourself in nature or engage in leisure activities you love. Healing travel also provides opportunities to meet and connect with new people from around the world. Sharing experiences and stories with others can foster camaraderie and spiritual enrichment. Additionally, interacting with various cultures and traditions can broaden perspectives and increase understanding of the world. And the video for today has come to an end. I wish you find suitable methods to help yourself overcome stressful moments. If you found the video enjoyable, please like and subscribe to support me. Goodbye.